Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sidetrack TV. So you're new to Exfilzone or you're planning on buying the game. What I want to do for you today is give you like a basic starter guide on how things function overall. That's extracts, what different types of gear, different medical supplies, and your food items. So to start off, what we're going to do is we're going to head up to the second floor at Market. You can either walk up the stairs down that way, or you can press your menu and click Market. Okay, once you're here at the Market, you'll see all of your vendors. And what we're looking for is a backup supply. You can get 2 of these per day, and we're going to go ahead and buy one. It's 4,516. So then we just go back to Hideout. Whenever you buy anything or anything's returned to you or you complete a task, this is where you'll pick them up. Here's your task rewards, and this is what your item depot is. So this is everything that I just bought, right? Gives you a backpack, a helmet, a grease gun, 3 magazines, all the ammo for it, and a chest rig with some pouches. Okay, so we have a helmet right here, and in order to equip it, you just put it right above your head and let go. And now it's on my head. Okay, if you want to take something off, like the helmet, you're going to use grip and trigger. That's fine. So you have it back right here, put it back on. Okay, so the next thing is your chest rig. Okay, in order to put something on there like this pouch, there's going to be a lit up section, and that's where you will let go to place it. In order to take it off, same thing, it'll tell you right there, trigger and grip. You take it right off. All right, in order to put this on, you just put it right up to your chest and let go, and now it's on. Just a quick little tip, you can also stack up to 2, and then to take it off, you just do the same thing. And you can also stack the bigger pouches together, just like this. When it comes to these big circle ones, they do not take another one. You can't put another one on there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our gun, and that can go right here on our sling, just like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our bullets, and now I'm going to show you how to actually repack a magazine. So magazines of all types, you do not reach for them with grip. Okay, it's not grip, it's actually trigger to grab it. When it comes to the bullets, that is grip. Okay, that's grip, not trigger. Put it up to it like this. You don't have to press anything else, it automatically goes right to it. And then just, if you have your bullets with your left hand, then it's going to be the X button to load it in. If you have them reversed, so bullets in your right hand, then it's going to be A. Okay, and you just do that until they're all in there. Okay, grab the next one, and now they're all in. When it comes to this grease gun, the moment you put it in there, it's ready to go. Okay, you don't have to rack anything on this grease gun. The next thing is you can choose where you want to place them. Okay, so just like that. I'm going to go ahead and repack all these. I'll see you in a bit. All right, now that we're back, so I'm going to go ahead and grab everything else. You can equip the backpack by putting it over your shoulder or right on your chest as well. To reach for it, just reach right where your shoulder is and you'll grab it. In order to take off your tactical vest, you have to put it right under your chin pretty much, and you're going to grip and trigger at the same time. When it comes to food items like this, you can store all this stuff in your backpack. So as you see, we have quite a few different types of food. Things like an apple like this, all you have to do is put it right up to your face and you'll take a bite of it. I'm not going to finish that because I don't need any. I'm full. When it comes to things with a wrapper, all you have to do is put your other hand on it and it automatically grips it like this, and then just trigger. Same thing, you'll just put it up to your face and you'll eat that. I think that has about 3 to 4 bites, if I'm not mistaken. They all do different types of like hunger and thirst for you. Okay, like the apple, for instance. If you see my you see my hydration and my energy, it's 5 and 5, so it gives you 5 energy and 5 hydration. Okay, and it goes up from there. Same thing with anything with a lid. You just put your hand on it, just like that, and then trigger, and it pops it open. And then you can put it up to your face. When it comes to the beverages, you have your basic water. In order to pop it open, same thing, trigger. Right as soon as your hand gets on there, put that up to your face. I think water gives you about 2 hydration per gulp. Same thing with beer. Same thing with your like cappuccinos. You'll start off with like sodas, energy drinks like Red Bulls. So there's that. Pay attention whenever you are about to take a bite of something. Pull this up with your menu, take a bite, and you'll see how much energy it gives you versus how much hydration it gives you. That way you don't have to finish the whole thing if you're close to 100 or whatever. I want to quickly explain this little bin here. It's your junk drawer. So what you do with this is anything you find out in Raid, you'll see batteries, tape, bigger batteries, all of those things. You'll be using them on your hideout to upgrade your hideout, like your storage, right? Your intel center, water collector, your generators, stuff like that. That's eventually what you're going to be using all that stuff for. So collect it in here. Eventually you'll get another one after you finish a quest. You'll get a second one because they do fill up. So it goes by weight. So this has 20. I've already used 19. And this has 0.3 because I have one item in there. Let's go ahead and explain the medical system. So you have your basic bandages. And I say basic as in there's no other type of bandage, but you have your bandages. In order to use them, whenever you're injured, let's say you get a bleed on your leg, bleed on your left leg, your right arm, left arm, chest, whatever. You could wrap that individually around your stomach. You can wrap that individually around your left arm, around your right arm, around your leg, all that good stuff, right? But you don't have to. If your right arm is hurt and you are right-handed and you just want to use your right hand to fucking do this, you can. You can wrap your left arm and it'll work for your right arm. Next thing we have here, and we're running extremely low. So these are painkillers. Pop them open, put them up to your face. That's when you get shot and you bandage up, use an injector, and your health is all the way up, but you're still in pain, pop one of those bad boys. Next, you have like your medic pens. This one has quite a bit of uses on it. Just blast yourself in your stomach, your left arm, whatever. So let's say that your left arm is injured. You would just go boom right here and then trigger, right? And then you just hold that trigger until your arm is all the way healed up. If, let's say your stomach is hurt and you need to hit your stomach, you could do it right here on your stomach, or you could do it on your arm again. If your left arm is fully healed, the meds will start transferring into the next injured location. Okay. So let's say that you just bandaged your arm, your stomach didn't bleed, but it's still injured. So now your left arm and your stomach are injured, and you find it easiest to just do this or this while still holding your weapon right here like this, just in case somebody decides that they want to pull up on you, you can still shoot. You can do that. And as soon as your stomach is done, it'll bleed into your left arm, and then just keep holding it there, and eventually that will also go up. This is the same thing as this, except for it's just smaller. It has smaller uses. Let's say you can, and I don't know this for sure, but let's say that this has about 6 uses, okay? This would probably have about 4, okay? And then you have your bigger syringes. This has about 3. And then this guy has about 1 to 2, and this is your smaller one. So all these do the same exact thing, except for different amount of uses. The next thing is your staple gun. So this is when you get blacked out. Okay, so let's say your arm is completely blacked out, meaning that you bandaged it, but you will not be able to get it back up to full health. Okay, because it's blacked out. So you just put this right here, and you hold trigger until it's done, and it's going to take a little while. Once it's done, it's going to go up to 1 HP, okay? After that, boom, inject yourself, golden. Same thing with your stomach. You see how it reads it right there? It reads stomach, and then your leg. Just put it right next to your leg, and just put it right next to your other leg like this. and then just hold it there. So you can inject every body part, okay? If you need any further guides, this is what a blacked out limb looks like right there. It'll have an X on it. Fix broken body parts, stops the bleeding, restores health. Again, same stuff, even though they only show that. And then ease the pain and restore mobility. That's all that does. So when it comes to backpacks, you're going to have quite a few of these starter backpacks right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and explain how to use the backpack. So the backpack, you can grab items, and as long as it doesn't turn orange, because if it turns orange, it'll just drop right to the floor. So put it right here. Boom. You can actually see how much space is left in there. Just make sure it's always towards the, towards the back so you can stack. Because then you can put another one right there. But you can't put another one on top of that, okay? That's how all that works, just like this. As long as it doesn't turn red or orange, you're good. So when starting out in your first couple of raids, I suggest bringing at least 2 bandages. Bring 1 of these painkillers, and then bring 1 syringe in there. And what you can also do is you can grab like this little guy and place it somewhere on here, just like that. And you can bring another one if you so pleased, just like that. Or if you want, you can put a bigger one like this, and then you can put a magazine in there like that. Okay, so you can always have, like, you can personalize it the way that you want. Same thing on the other side. If you do end up finding some of these, I suggest putting one on the outside, and always bring a water. That way it's not inside here, because I'll get to water and food here in a second. So 2 bandages, 1 painkiller, 1 syringe. Okay, so this would be a basic loadout right here. Well, you got your grease gun that you got for $4,000, including the rig and the pouches, just like this. Okay. And what I suggest doing is grabbing an extra one of these, or the small one, whatever, putting it right here in this little small bag. And then for this guy, you're going to want to bring in one of these bad boys. This is called a mica. So I'm going to really quick explain what a mica does. So on top of it telling you your stuff here like this, when you pull it out in a match, it's going to come up with a map, okay? And it's got different zooms. I'll take you into a raid so you can see how that looks in game. So you prop it up to an item, and it'll tell you what it is. It'll say this is the M3A1. It takes 45 ACP, and it's an SMG. It's got a 450 RPM. Again, the caliber is 45. The firing rate, or the firepower, it says subpar. Horizontal recoil is 84, and the vertical recoil is 73. And the ergonomics says that it's minus 1.26. We can do a video later on explaining ergonomics and stuff and how all that works. Plop that in there, and this is your starter right here. Boom, just like that. Okay, got your backpack, your meds, your water, and your extra whatever you want. Okay, keep this empty, because eventually you're going to run into an enemy and they'll probably drop something like this. Okay, the gun will be upright like this, and the mag will be on the floor. Every time that you or somebody kills an enemy, they're gonna die, and the gun will not have its magazine in there. So you just got both items. Plop it in there and make sure to rack it. This one's already racked. So once you have the second gun, right, eventually you might run into another scav or another PMC that might also carry 5.56 rounds. So that way, whenever you pick up this gun and you find another one on the ground, let's say that this one's on the ground, you pick it up, boom, you have an extra one right there because you have no space here. Or what you can do is swap these out, put that there, and put that there. Okay, so every time that you need to use your mica, just grab it real quick, do what you got to do, put it away, boom, and now you have a pretty good loadout, right? Boom, boom, boom. call it a day. All right, when it comes to food and water, in a raid, you're going to go through water a lot faster than your food, especially if you're sprinting. If you do nothing but sprint, your water and your energy is going to drop significantly, right? So again, not you. Carry a water on the outside. Carry yourself a little meat stick, just like that. And that right there will get you pretty much through the raid. Okay, because when you're in the raid, you will also find more food and water products while you're out there. But this is just a contingency in case, you know, shit hits the fan and you don't find anything for a while. Okay. All right. Once we get in raid, I'm going to go ahead and explain the extracts and how they work. Next on the list is going to be using your mica to find rarity in the gear and the items that you find. Okay. So this won't be available to you right away. But once you get your intel center to level 1, it'll actually show you the item price with the mica. Okay. So what that means is, so I have this phone here, and I'm going to grab this, put it up to the phone, and you'll see that it is a rare. So blue is rare, and the price that these go for is 18,000. Okay. And then when you find something that's not so rare, this is an unusual. So it sells for 5,900. Okay. And then you're going to find things that are even more common than that. So this is a common CPU fan, and it goes for 1,500 when you sell it. Okay. So that's how that works. So these are very handy. Okay. And you will find them out in the world too. So that's why, like you see me, I have a collection of these, and it works the same thing with helmets. So I have a YouTube short explaining how freaking cool these helmets look, but they're pretty much useless. They are a level 2 helmet. Obviously there's worse helmets than this, but don't get confused by how they look, because again, tier 2, blunt reduction is 20, durability is 42, penetration reduction is 10%, fragility is 0.33, and the penetration chance is possible. Okay, let me show you the helmet that we have on that we got, for 4,000. This is a tier 3 helmet. This has a blunt reduction of 10%. The penetration reduction is 15%. Durability is 45. Fragility is 0.55. And the penetration chance is low. So if we compare the two, the blunt reduction on this is higher. The blunt reduction is higher by 10%. And the penetration chance is the same. But your fragility is 0.33. And it has more durability than this one. Okay. And the penetration chance is possible. That's not a good sign, right? So don't get rid of this for that. Same thing with chest rigs. You'll see this is tier 3, 20%, 10%, durability 105, 0.45 for fragility, and penetration chance is low. So that's a tier 3. But like this one right here is this is an epic. Okay. This is a level 5. Penetration reduction is 40%. Fragility is 0.28. Penetration chance is minor. Durability is 150. And blunt reduction is 40%. Also keep in mind of the weight too. But price for this is 33 grand. This one is a rare. So it's a level 4. Penetration 25. Blunt reduction 30. Penetration chance unlikely. So on and so forth. And then another rare. But you see, you get the gist. Really quick, there's other types of backpacks. This one obviously doesn't hold very much. It's very cheap. And most scavs spawn with this guy. Yeah. But I wanted to show you guys the different sizes of backpacks. So like you got this bigger backpack. I'm going to show you what you can do with the bigger backpacks. Okay, compared to the little ones. So this one can't hold jack shit on anything. This like bigger backpack, obviously you see it holds this thing on the side, this thing on that side. It doesn't hold anything on the bottom and nothing on the inside. But when you have something bigger like this, you can actually put a helmet on each side if you would like to, as long as it doesn't have something on it already. But this guy, same thing. You can have 2 helmets just like that, and But the moment you have something like that on there, you can't put anything else. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and then you'll see that now I can put something on this. Okay, but wait, there's more. So now let's say we find another rig. As long as it doesn't have pouches, you can attach it on the bottom. Okay, you can attach it right here. So that way you can carry another rig. Let's say you find a pretty decent one. That's how that works right there. The next thing is your guns. This one, you can put a gun right here and store that right there. That way you have this one right here. And then you found another one, so you're using this one. You have your original one here, and you have a third one right here that you can carry out. So that's how this one works, okay? And now I want to show you the bigger backpack. Skadoosh. Here, I got an empty rig here. This backpack can't take a rig on the bottom like the other one can, but it can take one on each side. So just like that, okay? Huge compartment to fit so many freaking things in here. Once again, this one can take a gun on this side. Let's say that you don't have this thing on here. So now you can also take another gun on this side. So now you're carrying two right there. Now you can carry the one that you found and your original. So now you're carrying 3 extras out of the raid with this big ass backpack. So that's backpacks all the way explained. Let me know in the comments if you guys find any other features on these backpacks that I missed. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this stuff away real quick, and we're actually going to go into a scav run. Before I forget, I want to explain pistols real quick. In order to grab a pistol mag, again, it's just trigger, put it right up to it, put that in there, trigger right here, and you can put a bullet in. Now you see it right there. Boom. Now it's ready to shoot. All right. I also want to show you guys real quick. You can do this with any of these other guns, all the magazines. What you can do is actually, you can dual palm. Okay. So you can just exchange them out like that. What you want to do is trigger on this mag, put it up to the next mag, and then grip and pull out. Okay. Just like that. And just for giggles and shits, I want to show you that I can do it with this guy too. Okay. Just like that. And you can exchange them. Just make sure you know what button you were using last. Okay. So grip, put that in there. This one now I can let go of trigger, and then I can grip trigger again, pull it out, just like that. All right, so what I want to do actually, now that we're ready, I want to take you into a scav run real quick, because I don't want to lose anything right now while I'm explaining stuff. But a scav will always spawn with a mica and a basic gear. Okay, what I want to show you is if I go to Exfil and I click suburb, okay, which is the main area you're going to be for a while. Okay, all of your tasks are all right here. So in order to get a task, you come up here, click task, click this, it'll say da 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 da, you'll say accept, and then it'll explain everything you need to do, yada yada yada. It'll usually tell you around what area it is, and then it'll tell you what item you need or whatever it is that the task is, and then it'll give you a list of your rewards when you're done with it. Okay, so there's like I think there was one with, yeah, so like you'll have objectives of like killing enemies. This one is with an SMG, eliminate 8 targets with an SMG, and you'll get all of these things as reward. Okay, so tasks. I'm still on level 1 right now for all of them, but I'm close. I'm real close to leveling them up. So suburb, you have your contractor, which is your main PMC. Whatever you bring in, you'll lose if you die. And then you have your scavenger. Scavenger is really, really useful to collect a lot of the little goodies and knickknacks that you'll need to upgrade your hideout. Okay? To figure out what you need for certain things, like let's say the kitchen area, we'll need small wrench, 2 of them, 3 lighters, 3 lighter fluid, and 3 nuts. And to figure out what you have and what you don't have, everything that's in your box, you can bring this box over here and you can just drop it in there, and then you'll click hideout, and then you'll see I already have 2 of the small wrenches. I have 2 out of the 3 lighters. I have 1 out of the 3 lighter fluid, and I have 0 nuts. And once you have all that stuff collected in that little bin, all you need to do is just click level up on top of paying the 80K or whatever the heck it is that you need to upgrade, and that's how you do that. Scavenger's really good for that. I have a how to scav video. I'll try and see if I can link it somehow up here somewhere. Anyway, if I'm not good at YouTube, so I'm figuring this stuff out. Click deploy, and then we're ready to go. We're doing a scav run, and I'll show you how to find extracts and how to use them. Oh, before I go, this place right here, this second storage, will be locked. You have to unlock it in the hideout. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got our little grease gun. We have 2 med things. We have 3 magazines, and we got our mica right there. Oh, somebody's here. Or close by. So, first things first, I'm going to show you how to use the mica. This is what it looks like while I'm gripping. Click trigger. It'll pop it out, so now you can, like, it's out in the world. I usually click this and then this, so I'm a little closer. Okay, so this is where I spawned. I'm at farm. There's all these other locations. You see these 3 green extracts? Those ones are usually at the opposite end of the map that you need to get to. Okay, notice how they're all green for the scav, because I spawn in, and immediately I will check extract. I have 28 minutes left in the raid. Those are my extracts right there. And I will say this. When you're a PMC, those ones at the far end will always be there. But then you'll have closer ones around this area, or depending on if you spawned over here, you'll have them over here or whatever. And those closer ones will be yellow, and they will be locked, and they have a timer. Okay, you have to be in raid for a specific amount of time, and then they will unlock and open up and turn green, and then you can extract at them. Those green ones will be at the edge of the map over here and over here for PMCs or whatever, but those ones will always be green. But that's because if, like, let's say you spawned here, you have to make it across all this terrain, including the farm, to get to those. And as a PMC, not only do other scavs want to kill you, but other player scavs want to kill you, and other PMCs want to kill you. Okay, as a scav, I'm at least safe from the AI scavs until I shoot one of them. Then everyone on the map wants to kill me too. Again, you'll always spawn with a backpack. Oh, I got lucky with a bigger backpack too. You'll spawn in with random items. I'm going to show you guys how to open containers real quick. Come up to boxes like this. Just grip, pull up, and then you'll find knickknacks. I suggest having a plan on what you need for your hideout, so that way you're just not picking up random stuff that isn't worth it. Kind of like what I just did right now. It's probably not worth it. I'm going to show you guys how to mark something on the map for yourself. And now the map marker will disappear. If you're in a party as a scav, your marker will not show up for everybody. It'll just show up for you when you're a PMC and you're in a party of 2 or 3. If, let's say, I mark something, it's going to show up for your whole team. As long as we don't run up to some PMCs, we should be pretty solid. Most of my scav runs, I rarely ever shoot a bullet. When you're running, this is your normal jog. If you click left stick, you'll sprint. And also, if you click down, well, not click, but if you flick down on your right stick, you'll slide, or you'll just crouch. And then up on your right stick will also get you back up to standing. You can loot through all that stuff too. I'm just not going to. I'm going to just go up to the mall and see if I get lucky. Conserving stamina by sliding down hills. It's always nice. See all these scabby boys? They're all friendly right now. So you can go through the basement down here, or the garage, I guess you could say, because that's what it is. I don't really loot down here. I don't really know what the fuck is down here. I usually just go straight up here. Hello? I'm just a scared little scabby boy. So in this area, you'll find food, water, things like that. Tool chests. You got... Oh, look what I found. Nice little stapler. So everybody in this game can hear me. Look for GPUs in this thing. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm taking it. CPU fan. Fuck it. Never know when you're gonna need one. And then this guy too. Open these. If you find these red cords, keep them. You will need them for a upgrade. And toilet paper, because you'll need them for a quest. You'll need 4 items. You can get 4 toilet papers, or 2 toilet papers and just 4 household items. I was gonna say like toothpaste and shit like that. I don't trust you. Are you friendly? Are you here for a good time or a long time? Scabby boy? Alright, what's up, bro? Who's shooting who out here? What the fuck, dude? Alright, pro tip. If you ever get injured inside the mall and you need meds, there's some meds right here. Boom, look at that. More medical supplies in this area. This is another really good spot to look for loot because I found a big ass backpack in here and some night vision last time. Ooh, I've never seen this before. Let's see what it is. The level 2 pilot helmet. I like this. Oh, that's crazy. I've never seen one actually like make my vision different. There's a bigger backpack. Oh, but it doesn't take anything. There's also stuff up on the roof, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Alright, now we're going to head for extract. I feel like I'm going to go to the farther one because of those guys that we saw. They're probably just headhunting. And to locate it, just grab your mica. And you'll see how far away it is. But we have 9 minutes, so we'll make it. Always keep an eye out for the time. I'm going to show you how to vault. Right here, just hold grip. That's all you got to do, is just hold grip. Scavs being alive and not aggroed is a good sign. Again, I have a video that's called How to Scav. Always check that spot. I'm not going to. In the bathroom, there's always something. Well, not always. There's usually something in the last stall on the right. And man, it sells pretty good paint. Last thing I'm going to say about a scav run that differs from a PMC run is that when you spawn in with your friends as a scav, you will be in different locations. When you load in with your friends as a PMC, you guys will spawn right next to each other. Like literally on top of each other almost. And just be careful, make sure you guys check as a PMC and as a scav what your guys' extracts are, because you might have 2 of the same, but you won't have the 3rd one as the same. And once again, all the ones at the edge of the map, you all have that. But again, you would have to travel quite a long ways. And you're going to be basically fighting the entire time against AI scavs as a PMC. So once you get here, just cover yourself like this. Just wait for the counter to go down. And we made it out. Yeah, now we got ourselves some nice little gear. I am not keeping this. I am totally selling that. Let's see how much it goes for. This is how you sell stuff, by the way. So as you see, you have all these things on there. Boom, boom, boom. Select all. And unfortunately, it only goes for $45 or 45 credits, whatever it's called. But something different like this, since we don't need that because we have plenty of stuff, we'll go ahead and select all. and that goes for a lot better. Each one will sometimes have different prices, but right here, these are the same and these are the same. I sell to ARC, and then boom, we just made nice little easy 29K right there. All right, guys, leave a comment down below if I missed anything for, that could be added to a basic rundown of Exfilzone for beginners. If you haven't yet, hit that sub button, hit that like, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.